Now we do edge placement. This is just a higher order version of what we did over here for edge placement. So we'll start off with, say, I guess the white. We've already got 3 whites over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, without really caring about the centers here or here, as long as I'm facing the same way, is just put all the other whites over here. So where's the other white and orange? Right over here. Turn this down here, move this over here. Now this white and orange will just go bang. Now I'm not going to worry about moving this in as of yet. As long as we're on the same plane, then we're doing okay. So where's the other white and orange? Right over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to the side, but I got to move this back. So double turn it, move it back. So this white and orange is over here, and just simply turn it over here. Okay. So I've got all this in, kind of messed this up, but don't worry, we can easily get that back. Same thing here. Move this out of the workspace and move another one back in. So turn, turn, and turn. Now I'm not even going to worry about these centers here. I'm just going to keep following suit. So what's next that I can do? Well, how about the white and green? Let's find all the white and greens. Here's white and green here, looking for a whole nest of them. Here's a whole nest of white and greens. So turn it here, turn it back. We have to make sure that these are still lined up. It'll make it easier to put in. So I'm going to move these greens into position. Whoop. Have to move these to the bottom. Move them into position here, this into position here. So now I've got 3 white and greens. More white and greens over here. Turn, turn, turn. I'm just substituting. So this will just come in like so. Now I need one more right here. Turn, 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 and now we move the white and green. And we're really just doing horrible things with these centers, but that will be easy to put back. So now I'm going to move this out of the workspace. I might as well put it in the same place that this other white edge is. So turn, turn, turn. I've got these here. How about the reds? We've got enough reds to deal with. Do I have any reds on this side? Nope. But I got this one. Turn it 180 degrees and move it in. One more red and white, which is right here. Turn, 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 and we'll move this red and white in. Pow. So now I believe we have all of our, nope, not yet. Turn, turn, and turn. Now the blues, white and blues, white and blue, white and blue. Here's a white and blue over here. Just turn it in. White and blue over here. Bring it to the bottom so that we can move it in. One more white and blue here. Turn, turn, turn. Moving kind of fast, I know. Double turn here and turn. Okay, so I think we have all of our white edges that we've reduced. Turn, turn, and turn. So now what we're going to do is let's just go ahead and get our centers back. This one is easy enough here. We'll just go like bang. Now I got to be careful. I want to make sure that I have the right centers in. So should this be white or should this not be white? Well, we'll have to coincide it with what the center is here. So which centers am I looking for? Well, this is yellow. This is orange rather. So if that's orange, if this is white, this is orange, this has to be blue. So this is indeed orange. So we're going to get those in pretty much the same way. I need these two to come over to here. So I'm going to double turn this here. Move those 2 reds out. Double turn it back. Substituting with these 2 oranges. So we're doing okay here. We just have this to flip-flop with this guy. So this orange will bump this out here. And then by double turning it back, like so, it'll coincide all of these together and allow me to put it in like this. Okay, so we have all of our centers back. And now that we've reduced the white edges, let's just move them into the proper position. So we have our cross. Good, good, and good. this comes like so, and this comes like so. Okay, now that we have this, we're going to try to reduce the edges here. Okay, so now we get to the edge reduction on the other side here. So we're going to start off basically with the inner layer, with the inner edge and the outer edge here, just taking these whole things as corners and just worried about these colors here. So you can see that there's two that's here. So we're going to want to do a corner swap to get the red one next to each other. Well, here's a red one next to here, so we can do a corner swap. This is here. This is already in, both of these corners are in, move it to the side, and one edge swap should be able to get this over to here. So, to our U, to our UI, to our UI, DI, to our UI, to our U, to our, and this is moved back. So we did it. This is in, and uh-oh. This is not in, and this is not in. So we've got it. We've actually got, in this case, the floppy parity. So you cannot get a situation if you're just dealing with these guys, or in this case, I guess it would be this over here, where these two are in, and you have two corners that are in and two corners that are out. Could not happen in a puzzle like this fantastic 4x5x5, but it did happen here, which means we have parity. So what we need to do is we need to get these two opposite each other. To do that, we're going to do a edge swap with all of these. To our U, to our U, to our, to U, to our, to U, to our, U, to our, UI, to our. Why don't we move that back? Okay, so we have these two that are in opposite each other, and these two that need to be in opposite each other. In essence, we have to swap this with this. So what we're going to do is the Red Bull algorithm just in this layer. I'm not going to hit this layer yet, but just this layer over here. And what that's going to do is that's going to not only flip this up, but the blue is going to be here and the green is going to be here. So 2R, 2B, to U, and again the innermost area, innermost layer, L. 2 up, RI, 2 up, R, 2 up, 2F, R, 2F, LI, 2B, 2R. Now, don't panic. So these two are up. What I'm going to do is now take this and do a 2B. Well, instead of doing just the outermost layer, because we're really dealing with everything right up to the center, I'm going to take this whole thing down as a 2B. And now I'm going to move this one up, just like so. But just this layer here. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, red bullet, because then this will come here and be down, this will come here and be up, the green to coincide with this green. So 2R, 2B, 2U, L, 2 up, RI, 2 up, R, 2 up, 2F, R, 2F, LI, 2B, 2R. You see how stable this puzzle is? I can just whip it around like that. Once I do that, I do another 2L in the middle layer, and now these two are going to come down. One last Red Bull. 2R, 2B, 2U, L, 2 up, RI, 2 up, R, 2 up, 2F, R, 2F, little corner cutting here, LI, 2B, 2R. Okay, now that I've done that, you can see these are now placed, and I'm just going to go bang and get these back. So these are all in. So we're good with that. Now we did cause some issues with the center over here. I'm immediately going to get that back with this, double turn this here, and I can isolate it as the only thing that's going to change is the middles, not the edges. So turn this here, which places this center here, yeah, which places this over here. Turn this like so, and just this middle area over here. And now I start getting things back. This turns back, this turns up over here, turn this back here, and bang. And the great thing about that is it doesn't change anything here. So now that we've done that, we've got these corners in, and now we just do edge swaps. So let's swap this with this and this with this, so at least I can get the yellow in. And now all of these are treated as one corner. So to do the edge swap, it's going to be 2R, U, 2R, U, 2R, 2U, 2R, 2U, 2R, U, 2R, UI, 2R. Now this invariably causes issues with placement here. I wouldn't exactly call that parity, but certainly placement. But this is all in. So I'm going to keep holding it in this direction, and now we're going to swap these two. So I can get the purple one in, and the blue one in rather, and it'll take this placement issue back. 2R, U, 2R, U, 2R, 2U, 2R, 2U, 2R. I'm amazed that I can cut corners with this device. It's amazing, and no pieces have ever popped on me with this. Took care of that placement issue here. This is now in. One more time with these two. 2R, U, 2R, U, 2R, 2U, 2R, 2U, 2R, U, 2R, UI, 2R. Okay. So these are now all in, but I've ended up in a situation where I have placement issue with these two. I'm going to have to fix this now. To fix this, I would do a 180-degree parity algorithm that we did with the bricks. You may recall that from the bricks over here when we had to say put these two in, or put these two in, swap these two. Exactly the same algorithm. Hold it to the side here, and I'm going to be doing it in conjunction with these two. 2U, this is an even number, so 2U, 2R, and my 2F is going to be this deep, 2F, and then just one 2U, and 2F, 2R, 2U, 2F. Now as you recall, it put these back in, but it is going to inevitably create parity 180 degrees from this, which is here. Oh, which is here. Which actually works out pretty well, because I really don't care. We haven't even gotten these in yet. But in any case, I have these three that are here. Oh, sorry. Parity was here, this white and this yellow. So this is, once again, parity. So we're kind of chasing our tail a little bit. Hold it over here to put these two in. 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, 2F. So these are classic cuboid algorithms that put this in, but I'm going to be looking for the parity 180 degrees from that, which is, well, it's along these guys here. If you notice, this is in and this is in, but now these two have to be switched. But luckily, I don't really have these in place yet, so I can just double turn this here. I can do it the old-fashioned way. Turn this here, here. I don't have to do any parity switching such as that. So now these are all in, and this is back. All right, now we do these outer areas here. So we've got these two corners that are in, that's good, and I'm gonna have to do a swap with this. So I'm gonna, these are in. So I have parity here too. So when I look at this green and orange needs to swap with this green and orange. So I once again have parity, not in this layer, but in this layer now. And now we deal with this exactly the same way. Red boldest to bring this up and flop these two, and same thing here. But now we have to be sure to do this layer. So 2R, 2B, it's always the deep 2B, 2U, outer layer, L, this little layer over here, 2 up, RI, 2 up, R, 2 up, 2F, R, 2F, Li, to B, to R. As predicted, there it is. Double turn this from the center, and now we bring this layer up like so. It'll flip-flop these two so that this yellow will coincide with, this orange rather, will coincide with this orange. To R, to B, to U, L. To up, RI, to up, R, to up, to F, R, to F, Li, to B, to R. All right, this is here. We simply move this one over like so. And now we red bullet one last time. To R, to B, to U, L, to up, RI, to up, R, to up, to F, R, to F, Li, to B, to R. All right, these are in. Let's quickly move this back. And what we have is these are all in. So this is fine. These corners are in. These corners are in. So we're doing okay. Now let's quickly get this back as we predictably put it out. It's in this side here now. Move this in so that this is all lined up. Turn this out here. Move this tiny layer back. Move this here. Move it in from the middle. Back and here. So now we can just keep going. Now these three collectively, which were our corners and edge, are now our edge collectively, and these are our corners. So we'll corner swap this. Now this is our R, to our U, to our U, to our, to U, to R, to U, to our U, to our UI, to R. Created placement issues here, but now this is in. Hold this over here, and we bring this back. To our U, to our U, to R, to U, to R, to U, to R, U, to R, UI. Now in this particular case, we didn't end up with a parity situation because it just happened to work out. Now that we've done that, we have truly reduced this a 3x3x2. We've truly reduced this to a 3x3x2. So we're going to continue to follow suit. This one is the red and blue, which comes down to here. Well, what I want to also realize is that I want to get this middle membrane. Actually, I should do that first. So the way that I'm going to do that is let's look to see what needs to go where. These two need to swap. So I'm just going to do that. Swap it. Now let's find what else needs to swap. These two need to swap. So let's just move it over here. This will swap these and move this back. Bang. So it's really as simple as that. Okay, now with that done, this is going to come down to here, to our U, to our UI, to R. This is in. Created placement issues, which we did not have with this, but because we have a middle membrane, now we do. So green and yellow to our U, to our UI, to R. That's okay there. Blue and orange to our U, to our UI, to R. Doing okay. And lastly, to our U, to our UI, to R, and we're in the home stretch. Okay, so these two layers are done. Now we just have to do the same thing here. These corners are already in. They're already going to be calibrated. So let's go ahead and move this where it needs to be. To R, to U, to R, to U, to R, to U. And finally these two swap, which will take care of this too. To R, U, to R, U, to R, to U, to R, to U, to R, U, to R, UI, to R, and you did it step by step. So This was an introduction to all the different kinds of parities that we're going to get with the floppy cubes, the floppy puzzles. Starting off with using cube strategy to get it to the cuboid form, and the purpose of that was to free up as many edges as possible. Whatever edges are still facing up, we red bullet to bring it all down. We then reduce the centers, reduce them correctly, and then we start our domino solve, dealing with the parities, the floppy parities as we see them, using the red bull algorithm to get yourself a solved puzzle. So in the future, we've got other higher order floppies to show that are equally fun to play with. So stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching.